So over the past few weeks or so, I feel like I've been asked this a few times. Brandi, how do I stay organized while I'm living on the road as a digital nomad, RV living? Like, how do you do it? This video is all about how I stay organized and I'm able to be productive and will go throughout my day as a non-corporate employee, non-9-to-5er, and as my own business owner, being my own boss, making my own schedule, pretty much working and living from anywhere. And the way that I do that is I'm able to live life from anywhere because I put my life online. As a digital nomad, if you haven't officially met me yet and you don't know me and you're like, who is this chick? I'm blogging Brandi from RV, my university for RVers, where I teach people how to be digital nomads, get into this whole RV life. I am an ex-corporate Kool-Aid drinker, born to be creator, digital nomad, and RV loving entrepreneur myself. This is actually how I'm able to film this video here with you. If you can relate to me, hit the like button below, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified each and every time I publish a new video. I've had this happen a couple times, but I was on the phone. People have asked me like, hey, how do you stay organized? Leave your 9-to-5, like get out of the system, because whenever I quit my job in finance, if you don't know that, I don't have a degree in filming, I have a degree in finance, and I used to work for Bank of America Merrill Lynch doing financial planning and investing for people. At the time, like, everything was already set up for you. You go to your 9-to-5, they're like, oh, here's the system that you're going to use, here's the people that you need to call, here's your whole little checklist of what you do from 9-to-5, here's the instructions, here's your training manual, and you spend all this time training, blah blah blah. They have like the system for you to go through, kind of like kindergarten to college to marriage to houses to 401ks to retirement to then finally RV living. But see, we're throwing that all out the window because I'm going to teach you how to do it now and how I did it starting when I was 29 years old. I actually got my first RV. I've told you I've been doing this for 8 years. If you haven't seen my story, be sure to watch it. There's a link below this video. But first, when I came out of corporate America, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no systems in place. RV life wasn't even on my radar. I was literally just trying to figure out how to be my own boss, make my own money, make money online on my own time, on my own schedule, working remotely, doing my own thing. So I sat down, I made this list of all the things I do to run my business remotely to stay organized while working from anywhere. By the way, I actually cover this inside of RV, my program, and show you all these things and how to set them up for yourself. I have also created a free guide, my ultimate guide to making money online from anywhere, and you can download it and follow along while you take notes along with this video. I'll drop a link to RV and this download so you can pick that up. That's in the link below this video. So in my last video, I actually shared more about gear and essentials and accessories and things that I use to get set up in my RV or like travel around, like my mobile office, how I either do it stationary here, living at the RV park whenever I'm here, or if I'm doing the van life thing, traveling, or if I'm at my mom's house or condo with my boyfriend. It just depends. Like Airbnb hotels, I can literally run my life from anywhere if I have the gear and essential accessories that I showed you in the last video. Those things are essential first. Okay, you have to have like a computer and a mouse and a phone and your charging cables and cords and writing utensils and things like that, Wi-Fi and whatever. But when you think digitally, like how do I put my life online? I'm going to tell you, when I gave you the gear and essentials, I told you that I use a MacBook Pro laptop, which is what I'm reading off of right now to make this video, and I use a Apple iPhone. So this is actually a 2022 laptop. I'm not sure all the specifics. I know it has like an M2 chip in it. You can duplicate this though on Windows, Microsoft, PC, anything. All the things that I'm kind of telling you. I'm just an Apple user, so my phone's an Apple. The programs I use a lot are Apple, but I do a lot of things online. I also use Google for everything. I use a Google Chrome browser and Google extensions for everything that you can think of online. So when you go on to my computer, everything says Google, and I store all my files in Google. Besides like browsers and typical stuff that you want to get set up, email. Okay, I know that sounds weird, but as a digital nomad, the first thing you're going to need is email. So just like you get physical mail, which eventually you'll probably want to also have your physical mail, either a digital mailbox or some type of delivery service where you can get your mail delivered if you're going to be on the road traveling. You can get that scanned to you. There's services that do that, or you can just go pick your mail up every once in a while. You can have it family, friends. There's all kinds of ways that you can get your mail on the road, maybe even the RV park that you're staying at. It just depends. But the first thing that you need other than physical mail is an email address so that you could get that mail digitally. And the email address is what leads you to everything else along this journey, and you technically have to have before you could do anything else. So you have to have your mail physical, and then you have digital. So there's two kinds of mail. And then you need, your mailing address. Even as a digital nomad, you still have to have some type of like residence where you're gonna file your taxes and register your vehicles and things like that. The next thing are files and folders. You want to set up your files, folders, and documents. For me, I use Google Drive, pretty much everything in Google Drive, okay? And I have it like synchronized to my computer, so it can download either in Google Drive, I can get it from anywhere, but I also have it synchronized to my computer, and I back it up on my gear and essentials that I told you about in the last video to my portable hard drive every once in a while to make sure that I don't ever lose those files and that I can access them from anywhere. The key to everything is being online and being able to access things from anywhere, whether you're in your RV or staying in a hotel, Airbnb. I personally like Gmail, and I use G Drive for my files and folders. I create files and folders for receipts and accounting and finance, passwords, or for my business I might have files and folders for my branding kit, content, clients, inventory items. I keep files and folders for my business wins, social proof, testimonials, my YouTube content, brainstorming and ideas, legal documents, receipts, budget spreadsheets, bank statements, things like that. You want to have files and folders for all of these things online so that you can access them from anywhere. You do not want to have files and folders sitting at home that you can't find or get. You want to try to get all your mail online, all your statements online. Eliminate paper in your life. Try to scan everything you can online and put it in these files and folders that you have, as well as keep backups on your portable hard drive, multiple places. The next thing that you need to stay organized as a digital nomad while RV living or just essentially online making money, working remotely, is passwords. So you need to have a password management. I would say that you could easily do this with some of the programs. Like I know when you plug a password in on your computer, it'll say like, hey, do you want to save this? But I really like to have one central system like LastPass, because they have a desktop version and then they have a app version, and I will use both of those. The desktop version is nice because it has everything laid out on your desktop and it remembers all your passwords, it signs in for you. It'll even change your passwords for you if you'd like for it to. It's encrypted. If you also download the app on your phone, then you can see the passwords over there and it'll fill them in for you too. This could change, of course. Originally how it worked was you could do both of them for free, and then now I think one of them you either get the desktop or the app, but if you want both you pay, but it's a minimal fee, like a couple bucks a month, 25, 30 bucks a year. Pretty cheap though. Don't quote me on that. Whether you get LastPass or not, you should download these passwords, put them in a spreadsheet, like a password spreadsheet, so that you have them even offline. Like say LastPass was down or you couldn't get to your phone, you could print this out, have it on in your files or on your computer desktop too. If you're in LastPass, they have a ability for you to download that, but like I give my students a spreadsheet and kind of say like, here, put your passwords in it and the ID, your sign-in ID, your password, and any kind of like notes about it, what email you use for it. The next thing that I use to stay organized as a digital nomad is task management systems. This can be done in many ways. You could do task management on your phone. If you're in Google, they have like Google Tasks. One of my favorite systems to use, which is free if you just use premium version, is Asana. Asana, you can set up tasks, projects, reminders, to-dos, and you can also get Asana on a desktop or you can get Asana on your phone. So it's easy to check in on these apps and desktop throughout the day and like check them off, or you can assign them to people, you can have teams. It's just a really easy way to keep up with all of your tasks. So again, you can do that on your phone or you can have like a task management system, but you need to have some way of keeping up with your task all day once you leave out of the system and you're trying to do this thing on your own. So as a business owner, I do that for my team and I also do that for myself. So I have tasks for myself and tasks for my team. And the next thing, to stay organized, you have to have a calendar. So calendar management is essential. I'm super weird about people like booking times with me, booking them on my calendar. I don't just say, hey, let's hop on a call over here or willy-nilly over there, because I'm in different time zones. I'm traveling. It messes up my day. I do what's called like calendar blocking. With calendar management, I am able to manage my calendar. Not only in the last video, I told you about gear and essentials, so I use my planner to manage my calendar, but I have digital calendars. Calendars for not only my calls and meetings, but calendars for all the things that I have to do. Calendar can be Google Calendar, calendars. It can be your phone calendar on your Apple or Android device. Also, I like to use Calendly for free. They also have a paid version that has more features, but you can start out for free with pretty much all these things that I'm telling you about. It helps me manage my calendar. So if people want to book calls with me, they can book through Calendly. It helps me manage those calls as well as my calendar, which links to my Google Calendar, which links to my Apple Calendar. So it all like links together. Speaking of calendar, so calendar management with Calendly to help book the calendar meetings, but that's also how people book calls with me. So my Calendly is connected to my Zoom account to stay productive and organized. Instead of just having people texting me over here and calling me over there, I try to get everybody to book a call with me on my calendar. So I know when I go into my system, like, okay, here's where all my calls are at. How to stay productive and organized. The next thing is obviously calls and meetings. So my Zoom, you can start out, I think they do like 40 minutes free, and then after that it's paid. I have to have Zoom because I meet with my clients every week on Zoom, and I book calls on Zoom every day, and they're usually over 40 minutes. I need the paid features, but you can start out for free. Again, I connect my Calendly to my Zoom, and then it goes to my Google Calendar, and then my phone, and everywhere else all over the place. So it all connects. Okay, as a digital nomad, my online life connects. It allows me to work remotely, so it doesn't matter what time zone I'm in. When I open up my watch or I look at my phone, I know exactly what time I need to be on the phone. Sometimes I do have to check the time zone again, but I know what time I need to be on the phone, where I need to be, and then I can plan my day around those things. The next thing for how I stay organized, and pretty much the last thing I would say, is contact management. How do you manage your contacts on the go, or like as a business or a digital nomad? You have to do that online. So the days of like the Rolodex are over, if you know what that is. I do this online. I know you can have contacts in your phone, but eventually, like as a digital nomad and a business owner, you want to have what I was really good at in my corporate job, which was CRM, client relationship management, when I was doing financial planning and investing. I helped set up a CRM client database. We did it in Salesforce, but you can actually do it for free in HubSpot CRM. So you're going to want to keep all your information for your contacts, like customers, leads, potential customers, name, phone number, email, social media handles, website, company, any other notes. So outside of like my email management system that I use for when people sign up for my email list, which is like a whole nother video, these go into a contact management system. I manage these by putting notes in there, and it's connected to my email. So when I send an email, it actually like tags the system and keeps a track of those emails in that system. So when I go back to talk to that person, I have like notes in there, and I can say, oh, I had a call with this person on this date, or we talked about this, or here's the details about this person. Again, I use HubSpot CRM, which is free for that. They do have some more upgraded features that you can pay for, but you can also do this in Google Contacts. You can do this in your phone, and also you can do this in a Google Sheet. So no matter where you store your contacts, you do want to make sure that you download them every once in a while, export them into some type of spreadsheet so that you have them somewhere else, not just like in some other platform that you don't own. Because like for instance, HubSpot, if you don't sign into it for a really long time, then they give you a notification and they say, hey, we're going to delete all your stuff if you don't sign in anytime soon. You don't want that to happen. Again, you don't own social media. I don't want to say you don't own your website, but you don't own social media, you don't own YouTube, but you do own things like your email list and your contacts, and those are the lifeblood of your online life and business as a digital nomad, and hopefully soon to be business owner if you're not already, and if you follow me. The only other thing that I really didn't cover in this list, but I do cover in my adversity program with my clients, and I think is important about going digital and how I stay organized, is my budgeting and banking. I didn't really put it in this list. I wasn't really sure where to add that in here. I put it in a different section of my program. I do all of my banking, all my statements, everything online. Any kind of tax documents, bank statements, financials, I try to say send it to me digitally so that I can get all those things. And then whether I'm buying an RV, whether I'm signing financial documents, I never have to really go into a bank or do anything physically, go somewhere. I can usually do everything digitally. That's the only other thing I would say is like banking. Now, remember, in case you missed any of these things that I mentioned, I did put together my ultimate guide for making money online from anywhere. You can pick that up in the description below. below this video and download that. So now you know all the steps that I've taken to stay organized and keep my life online. That's what I do. I keep my life online while working remotely as a digital nomad. And so I can operate my business pretty much from anywhere, whether I'm here stationary at the RV park living, or if I'm doing the van life thing, or at the condo or Airbnb or hotels or wherever it may be. I feel like I'm rhyming on that. This is only the beginning. I teach this to my students, but you're in luck because I actually have my 4-step strategy for how I do this and a free RV living masterclass that you can take as well to teach you how to mobilize your life and your income, what to expect when you dive into this. That is free. It is in the description below this video along with the other goodies that I mentioned. However, if you're ready to get started in doing this whole digital nomad RV life, you can book a call with me below this video and apply to work with me, be part of my online university and program RVersity. Again, all the links to all the things that I mentioned in this video for how I stay organized as a digital nomad, as well as my checklist, the free masterclass, and the way that you can book a call with me, or a way to book a call with me and get on the calendar so we can chat about your RV life and making it happen, is below this video. So if you're not checking the description below this video, that's where all the goodies are and you are missing out. If you like this video, hit the like button below. Sharing is caring, so share it with someone you know that can benefit from it. Drop a comment below and let me know which one of these things resonated with you, which one of these things you're like, oh, I already have all that, or oh, I need to get that, because I love to read them and it helps me know kind of where you're at on this journey. And plus, comments are my love language. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you're notified each and every time I publish a new video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.